real ones could vouch. They thought I was done, but all that out. You gotta play my next around. Salute when you see me. Put in the car to my runner, get to you speedy. Still thugging like the days when they weren't hearing my CD. Made it out of the trenches. Just salute when you see me.
Yeah, salute when you see me. I'm getting greedy, I blow the whole budget on me, that's on me, I'm conceited. Treaty, nah, that ain't how we treat it. This right here sound like a three-peat. I put the in it sound like I'm knee deep, I'm like, oh, you too needy. Me and HB going Juvie and BG, they gotta put my face on the box of Wheaties. I'm praying for whoever think they competed. Salute when you see me. That's all he ever, so that's how you greet me. I'm going TM 101 cheesy, and plus they got D2 on repeat. I'm with the love of my life for like 3 weeks, cause that's all I needed. She wanna go on a trip or retreat, but I'm sorry.
This Lion fan base have been craving home playoff football since this building opened in 2002, and they've got it today at Ford Field in Detroit. Tonight we continue with Wild Card Weekend with what should be a great one between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Detroit Lions. Win or go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC Wild Card game. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Now a play fake. Brady. Looking downfield for Godwin. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And the Lions are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And, look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
A gain of 6 there on first. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Now it's Swift. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there. When you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. on the handoff. This is Swift. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Solid running there. And, CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And with this man in the backfield, this group has a strong running game, without a doubt.
Oh, I absolutely agree with you there, because in terms of yardage, he's a top 5 running back in the league. And in terms of impact on a game, not many better than him. And when they're flowing and he's carrying the ball consistently, they're tough to beat.
They'll run on first down. Swift, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll try to throw now. Winston. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. And since they still have 10 yards to go, they'll just say, let's roll this over to 3rd down and decline it.
Let's just be honest about it. If you can't get them off the field on 3rd and 10, then something's wrong with your defense anyway. No sense in taking that penalty.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Winston. And oh, that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. They're going to try for it on 4th. Winston stays out there. Now Winston. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Will Harris. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Well, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake. Yeah,
he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Completes this out left to Ruggs. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
They'll try and run here with Swift. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw, Winston. Got an open man, it's Ruggs. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. So they still get the completion even though the blitz was on. But the blitz got there. Does that stay in the mind of the quarterback the next couple plays?
That's what you're hoping for. That's what you're planning for. It's a little risk reward, right? You're leaving your guys on an island back there in man coverage. But you take the chance that you get to the quarterback. And so he gets completion here. Congratulations. Keep coming at him. And hopefully it pays off by the end of the game that you're starting to get to him while still able to cover on the back end.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They run out of the gun with Swift. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10. Now Winston. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That'll give him 8 that time. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Davis, he'll try to run for it. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Mike Davis taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Lions will strike first here, this wild card matchup. Now the extra point try forthcoming. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
So the penalty rightfully declined. They'll keep the yardage on the completion.
Still some disagreement by the defense, though, because he thought that was just good, strong coverage, and the contact's going both ways, so why is there a flag? In the end, though, doesn't matter. Still a completed pass.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. second down at 4. Play action. Now it's Brady. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. First time into the red zone for the Buccaneers. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. On play action, now Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Brian Poole. And the Lions force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. And think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept a pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Here's a handoff to Swift. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. Winston now. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And he'll actually lose 6 yards on the return, but I don't think they care. They've got the football back.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. A shotgun give to Fournette. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So Brady departs, and on is Ryan Succop for the Buccaneer field goal. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities. Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 42 yards on the ground for him so far.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Right back to Swift again on second down. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
First down, Winston. And he slings one that's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Flush to his right. That's into the hands of Khalif Raymond. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 45-yard line. He was out there waving his arms, and when you get a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And he'll get this forward only for about a yard, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. On 2nd and 9, Winston. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Swift. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Jameis to throw it. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Lions turned away on 4th down, and it'll be a turnover on downs. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. 20, 10, and in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Chris Godwin, 44 yards, and the Bucs have taken the lead. Ryan Suckup on for the point after. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Here's Swift. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. It's a gain of 3, and it'll be second down.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now, they're dealing with second and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. Throwing on second and long. Winston. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
You definitely would like to have hit on that one because now you've got a third and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing, Winston. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up fourth down. On fourth down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Greg Stroman back deep waiting for it. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they do have terrific starting field position, but no timeouts to work with, so they'll need to operate quickly. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. On play action, it's Brady. Looking downfield for Godwin. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, one of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
Running is Swift. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The Bucks with an extra defender now in the secondary here on third down. They're going to look to throw. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Well, we saw that they had a lot of success last week throwing the football, but that hasn't translated to this week. But with his team behind, I don't expect him to back off. I expect him to keep firing.
Found good room to run there. Returns at 14 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. To throw, it's Brady. Looking downfield for Godwin. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be taken down all the way inside Detroit's 20. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
To throw again on second down, Brady. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Snags it for the pick. And the Lions force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 63 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. 3 yards remain for second down. They'll stay on the ground with Swift.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that is caught. One-handed. Oh, my. Pulled it in. Touchdown, Detroit. Henry Ruggs. 62 yards. And the Lions have tied it. If they hit the extra point, they'll have the lead. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And this puts them on top by a penny. It's 14-13. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Buying time to his left. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off here the 32. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On 3rd down, Davis. And he will force his way forward for a yard or two, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Winston. Man open left side. It's Williams. Gets around him. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A big play there on the catch and run.
That's a letdown defensively because they had him stacked up 3rd and long, and you know their thought process had to be just make the tackle in front of the sticks and force the 3. Instead, they allowed him room to run, and now they're facing 1st and goal, looking to regroup.
Here's Swift. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Lions Lions add on to their lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collected victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 8. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Second down, back to Fournette.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It'll be a loss of 5 there as the safety blitz winds up paying off. Behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Brady. Gronkowski's got it on the crossing route. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Brady. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Brady got to have this one. This is caught by Evans. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. On first down, Brady. To the right side, complete to Miller. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Brady going to throw. Airing this one out for Evans. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Brian Poole. And the Lions will take over here just shy of the 30. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it. But it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Williams going to get it again on second down.
Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Lions on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 4. And he's got the hook up to Ruggs. 30. 10.
Do what we do.
5,
Do what we do.
Touchdown, Detroit. Henry Ruggs. His second touchdown of the night. And the Lions use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far. And they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Brady. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. The throw on 2nd down by Brady is incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Looking downfield for Godwin. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Bruce Arians takes a shot there, but his guys come up empty. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. It's Davis on the counter. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. The Lions on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 4. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. Now the Lions, they send out the field goal unit here. This to make it a 3-score game late. And his kick is right there. It's good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And at this point, maybe you say, it was a good effort really just to make the playoffs. They couldn't win their division but did earn a wild card berth. It does appear, however, that their season is just a few minutes away from ending in one-and-done fashion.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. That throw by Brady incomplete.
The object there was to get the ball to him on a quick slant, see if he could get loose and take one the distance. But the defense was prepared, and incompletion results.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll go for it. It's Brady. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. Quick slant to Brown. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. To give him the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Giovanni Bernard taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Lions continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Brady. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Brady, now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete.
Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, it's Brady. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Brian Poole. And the Lions are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. And they will take a knee here. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. And they'll indeed take a knee. And what are the whistles for? A timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now third and long. And the Lions will take the knee here with victory in the cards. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Detroit. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Getting into the playoffs is one thing. Now they get to move on. Just 8 teams left.
The dream stays alive. Everyone's gunning for the Super Bowl. That's the ultimate. But you have to get there in incremental steps. One win today gets them one step closer.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry.